The sun can come in and there's been days when I've had to go like this and see the light. Hello, Mr. Herschel.
Well,
Visiting around, I'm always.
how are you doing now?
All right, you?
I'm doing good.
Okay, I have it. My daughter-in-law, the teacher, she's got a baby, it's 10 months, and 4 years old. Blackboard, I'm not ready to freak out. I went to the bedroom to get ready. Oh, this is too soon. Oh, that's and he said, Mom, what is this? And I said, okay, this is how I pour it out on the paper. Yeah, and then I'll let it sit there for a minute, and then I kind of squeeze it and just bring it back to there and back it off.
All rise. Regular scheduled meeting of Moore County Commission is now in session. Personal Wells presiding. Please, if you have cell phones, please turn them off, turn them on vibrate, keep all noise and movement to a minimum. Remain standing for a word of prayer, also our pledge to the flag.
Tonight we have with us Brother Titus Ward. He's the minister at Jericho Church of Christ. And to say our opening prayer, Titus, if you would jump forward, please. Please remain standing for our pledge.
Shall we pray? Almighty God, our merciful and loving and great Heavenly Father, we're thankful for the many blessings of life. We're thankful for this great country in which we live, and we pray thy blessings upon it. We pray that thou would bless the sick, the afflicted, the downhearted, the bereaved, where they are tonight. We ask a special prayer upon those that parents of the children that were in the wreck in Chattanooga. We pray that thou would bless them and touch their hearts. We ask that thou bless the members of this court and them. We pray that thou will bless them in this time of decisions. Help them to make decisions that is pleasing to thee and helpful to us. We pray now that thou would go with us as we continue further. Bless this great country of ours and help us always to do our duty as Christians. This we ask in the name of Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Titus. Salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call roll, Richard.
Here.
Morris Bowman.
Here.
Carl D. Bolden.
Here.
Carl E. Bolden.
Here.
Kenny Morris.
Here.
Marlene Brown. Here. Wayne Copeland.
Here.
Randy England,
Here.
Linda Jones,
Here.
Ron Lee, Gary Martin,
Here.
Ken Martin,
Here.
Michael Martin,
Here.
Marilyn Miller,
Here.
Charles Morgan,
Here.
Gary Prater, David Ray,
Here.
Ken Roberts,
Here.
Scott Ruble,
Here.
Tommy Savage,
Here.
Tyrone Spartan,
Here.
Diane Stark,
Here.
Wayne Wilcher,
Here.
Michael Shane,
Here.
22 present.
Okay, thank you. I need a motion to adopt the docket. A motion by Commissioner Bond, second by Commissioner Starkey. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, likewise. Motion passes 22-0. Down to our minutes, are there any additions or corrections?
Mr. Chairman, if I might,
Yes, sir.
as I watched the video of last month's meeting, I saw that there were actually 3 announcements that were made instead of the 2 that were listed in our minutes. I think we missed the announcement where I apologize to the citizens for missing last month's meeting, and the only reason I did that is because I've had some citizens approach me in the past and ask me why some county commissioners miss so many meetings, so I always promised that if I missed one, that I would explain why. So I figured since we had the 2 announcements, we ought to have the 3rd one in there to make the record complete. Thank you, sir. And I put that in the form of a motion to, if I need to amend the minutes to show that announcement. Thank you, sir.
If there are no objections, then the minutes will be corrected to include that he was out on town business. Lisa, would you please include that in the minutes and mail those out, corrected minutes out with our representative. We'll take care of that. Okay, now I need a motion to approve the minutes then as corrected and dispense a reading of them. Motion by Commissioner England, second by Commissioner Gary Martin. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes 22-0. Okay, tonight under public comment, Commissioner Shane Wilcher, he has some special guests he would like to introduce.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd just like to say that earlier this month, we had the yearly Dancing with Our Stars benefit for Relay for Life here in McMinnville, and it's put on by Elaine Lawson and her family, and she has many people that help her throughout the year to arrange that. And I'd like to introduce Timeless Treasures, which is the grand prize winner, but only by ever so slightly over Team Wilcher Pierce. And I'd also like to thank at least 2 county commissioners that I know supported that, Blaine Wilcher and Tommy Savage, with donations and items to auction. But Elaine, would you come up, and maybe Timeless Treasures as well, and tell us how much we raised? And I think it was 3 times what we raised last year. And come on up to the front and introduce the grand prize winners. And I'd also like to say the People's Choice winner was Kinsey Hall and David Taylor, which they were fabulous as well, but some people couldn't be here tonight. So ladies, if you would, and gentlemen, you have the mic. Thank you, sir.
I'd just like to thank everybody that helps support us in any way, shape, or form. It's a year-long process. This year we made record money. We cleared $13,727. Like Shane said, this is Timeless Treasures. They were our grand prize winners that raised the most money before the show. Shane was very close. I'll give him credit. He had another week or 2 and they quit. Well, he would have won. Kinsey Hall and David Taylor was our People's Choice champions. But every single participant that we had raised money, sold tickets, did t-shirt sponsors. Everybody helps. It takes a joint effort. And my family listens to me stress for about a month before this event, all day, every day. So I'd like to thank everybody for having us tonight.
Would you introduce your people with you, please?
Sarah Barker,
Sarah Barker, Judy Turner, Jim Smith, Barbara Derrickson, Edie Dykes, she's our fearless leader, and Mary, she couldn't be here tonight.
Thank you.
We're from the senior center, and, you know, you never get too old to dance.
Thank y'all.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You should have a copy of my report in your packet. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them at this time.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Commissioner Bell, second by Commissioner Savage. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. Motion passes 22-0. Next is Highway Department, Lady Glenn.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the court. You have my report. If there's any questions, I'll try to answer.
Motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Gary Martin, second by Commissioner Blaine Wiltshire. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. Motion passes 22-0.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I'd like to wish all the commissioners a happy Thanksgiving and especially my Highway and Bridge Committee. They work really good with the department and I appreciate them. I just want them to know and I appreciate all of them. But we have to start with a Highway and Bridge and they've been real cooperative, okay?
That's fine. Thank the same to you. Sanitation Department, Mr. Hillis.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the county court, you should have a copy of my report. Be glad to try to answer any questions you might have.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Sparkman. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. Motion passes 22-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sheriff's Department, Jackie McLean.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Good evening.
If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer. I would like to point out one thing on line item 338, which is maintenance and repair of our vehicles. You notice that there's not any increase there except for one in September. The reason is the bills just wasn't sent in, which is kind of unusual. I do have those numbers if you need them. They just was not received in time to submit them in our reports first time this afternoon. I hope I'm being sheriff, but anyway, I do have those if you need them.
Motion to approve, motion by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Bond. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise. Motion passes 22-0. Next, Warren County Schools, Bobby Cox.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, have you got my report and I laid some other information out there for you, and I'll try to answer any questions you may have.
Motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Rubin, second by Commissioner Starkey. Anybody want to speak to the motion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. Motion passes 22-0.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to also echo Mr. Glenn and wish everybody a happy holidays. And if you get through tonight, we've missed the Lady Pioneers, but you can watch the Pioneers in action if you want to come out. So,
Who's playing?
playing Tullahoma tonight, so white out night, so you might get a treat if you walk in late. So, thank you.
Bobby. We'll go into the committee reports. First on the list, Budget and Finance, Terry Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This time, Budget and Finance has nothing to report.
Thank you. Buildings and Grounds, Carleen Bowler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Building and Grounds has nothing to report at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Economic and Agriculture, Ron Lee, right here. Anybody on that committee? Ms. Starkey, you on that?
No.
I'm on it.
Gary, you got anything?
As far as I know, we don't have anything to report.
Okay, thank you. Education, Ms. Starkey.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, education has nothing to report.
Thank you. Financial Management, Ms. Hillis.
Mr. Chairman, financial management has nothing to report at this time.
Thank you. Health and Welfare, Mr. Martin, Michael Martin. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Health and Welfare, I have nothing to report at this time. Thank you. Highway and Bridge, Mr. England.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Highway Bridge, just give you a brief report. We've got our new rubber tire loader in. We've got a new cat. It's about a 100 horse cat loader, brand new, and ready to load our salt trucks if needed. And speaking of salt, we've got our contract in, and so it's on a need-by basis, but we do have that contract. So we hope for no bad weather, but if we have it, we're ready to go. We appreciate leaving as much up there.
Thank you, man. Policy and Personnel, Commissioner Ken Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this time, policy and personnel has nothing to report.
Thank you, sir. Safety, Commissioner Boyd.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Right now, the Safety Department, safety has nothing to report.
Thank you. Special committee reports, the County Corrections Partnership Committee, Commissioner Locke.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, we have nothing to report.
Thank you, sir. Redistricting, Commissioner Michael Martin. This time we have nothing. Thank you, sir. We have no old business, so we'll move into our new business. The first item is Commissioner Ken Martin.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. The Policy and Personnel Committee met on October the 11th to consider changing the yearly January and February county court meeting dates from the third Monday to the Tuesday following the third Monday. Both the third Monday in January and February are recognized as federal, state, and local holidays: Martin Luther King Jr. Day and President's Day. The committee voted 3-0 to recommend this action to the full commission. It's resolution number 362016. Whereas the Warren County Legislative Body holds its regular scheduled sessions 12 times each year on the third Monday of every month pursuant to resolution number 4, which was adopted by the legislative body on the 18th day of September 2006. And whereas Martin Luther King Jr. Day is recognized as a federal, state, and local holiday to be observed annually on the third Monday of January. And whereas President's Day is recognized as a federal, state, and local holiday to be observed annually on the third Monday of February. And whereas it is appropriate that all regular sessions of Warren County Legislative Body held at that time does not conflict with the federal, state, and local holidays. Whereas the policy